NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with MovieMaker. I'm Tim Molloy from MovieMaker, and I'm here now with Tomer Shushan talking about his wonderful film, White Eye. Let's take a look at a clip to start.
מי זה?
סליחה? זה האופניים שלו.
זה האופניים שלך?
כן, זה האופניים שלי.
איפה העסקת אותם?
קנית אותם, זה האופניים שלי.
תקשיב. זה האופניים שלי, אתה גנבת לי אותם. תפתח לי אותם עכשיו.
לא גנבתי, מה גנבתי?
תפתח לי אותם, או שאני קורא למשטרה. תפתח לי אותם, או שאני
למה המשטרה?
אז תפתח עכשיו.
לא פותח.
מה זה לא פותח?
זה האופניים שלו.
עזוב אותי, הוא גנב לי אותם. מסתכל פה מישהו? לא. זה? לא. זה?
Tomer, for people who haven't seen the film, can you give them just a brief summary of what it's about, just a quick synopsis?
Yeah, it's about a young man that finds his stolen bicycle in the middle of the street, and he will do anything to get it back. And some very, very hard story happening when he meets the new owner of the bikes, which is an African refugee, which he believed that he stole it from him. And from there, it's a long way to bring the bike, and it's all messed up, and big drama coming.
Yeah, I want to talk all about the personal story that led to this film, but I want to start with a technical question. This is one continuous shot, the same way as 1917. It's astonishing that you were able to pull this off. Was this one single take? How did you do it?
We actually had money to make it in one night, and we had to do it in one night. And we just knew that we need to do lots of rehearsals, and we should make a really, really good plan to shoot it, and to build the choreography, not just for the actors, also for the staff people that work, also for the cameraman, the sounds technicians, the gaffer. Everyone needs to know where they go, because we shot it in 360, and it makes lots of shadows and like things that you want to avoid. So we built like choreography to every person. And we worked on this one night for almost 7 months.
And this is what, like almost 20 minutes long?
Yeah, it actually was 24, but I cut for the 4 minutes of the beginning.
Oh, incredible, just incredible. And is it an open set? I mean, because you're out on a street, you have police officers, you have like sort of a crowd across the way.
Yeah, we controlled the 3 streets. We closed 3 streets with the help of the city hall and the police, and that's the only way to do it, to make this area sterilized and to have fully control of what's happening there. Yeah.
And you didn't do any of the tricks that like Alfred Hitchcock did in Rope, where you will pass by someone's shirt and edit there or something like that.
I mean, I wish I could, but if when people are gonna watch the film, you will see that there is no one moment that like the camera going over a wall or like something. It's always the characters inside, and it was very important for me that we're gonna do it in one take, because I really wanted to keep the energy of the film and of the characters, because lots of things changing in the characters during a short time. So it was very important for me to control, not control, but like to to set the same energy and not to connect a few shots with different yeah, atmosphere, energy, vibe.
Yeah, you did an incredible job.
Thank you very
Can
much.
I've read that this was based on something that actually happened to you. Can
Yeah.
you, is this just exactly your experience?
Well, in the real story, it happened. It ended up a bit better,
Hmm.
and the police didn't take him. But I was just on the way to meet my script mentor to finalize a script that I was working on, and while I was late to the meeting, um, I was so, you know, nervous because I was late and in a rush, and then I saw my bikes and I just lost it, and I just want the bike back because I really like them, and this story happened, and it happened so fast with no chance for me to stop for a second and to understand if what I'm doing is right or wrong,
Yeah.
and if I'm going to harm someone. That's also why I decided to do it in one shot, because I really wanted that the audience will feel the same one breath, um, you know, chase,
Yeah.
and and that's the main reason I did it in one shot. And because this story happened to me, and I didn't really had a moment to breathe and to understand if what's happening is right or wrong. But in real life, I could tell, I could let the officers go, and I promised them that I'm going to set it up with a guy, but he didn't want to hear and talk to me anymore because he was so afraid, so scared,
Mm.
and I felt so bad about it. It so bad, and I think that this experience also um, changed me, not only in the professional way because I did this film and everything. It's also like changed me as a person, and affected me a lot as a person. And I still take this story for myself sometimes to understand. In some cases, I compare it to some cases, and I'm trying to be the better man since then,
Yeah.
to be a better human being.
I'm relieved to hear that the real person in the story, in your real life,
Yeah.
didn't have their life ruined, because in the film, what essentially happens is your character calls the police justifiably on a bike thief, but that ends up leading to a whole immigration situation and a question of whether he's really a thief, and his life may be ruined for all we know,
Mhm.
because of this small interaction. And I mean, I'm glad to hear things turned out okay in reality, and that you got an amazing film as a result, that sort of brings us all some greater empathy. How did you find the actor who plays essentially you? I mean, is it difficult to cast yourself?
Wow, it was so hard. I mean, it took me lots of time, and and I just met lots of people, and at the end, I just thought to myself, I can't waste time and to look the same person as me, because I won't find. I need to let it go and like to find a person that will bring something else and that I can also connect. And then I met Daniel Gad, which is doing this part, and I just sat with him for a coffee, and we talked about the case, and I wanted to see what he have to say about it, what he have to say if he would experience that. And he said, he was like, what he said, and the energy that he had, and the spark that he had on his in his eyes was just made me feel really really sure. And then we started to work, and it was amazing work, and I really really happy that um, um, he was the main character.
How did you find the actor who plays the Eritrean refugee, who's amazing also?
Yeah, this is really, really crazy story, because I knew that I want to do it in one shot, and lots of people told me like, how are you gonna do it? I wanted it to be with one shot, and I wanted the Eritrean character will play by a real refugee guy,
Yeah.
a non-actor, and it's two things that are very scary. One is to do one shot, and one is to do one shot with non-actors when you need to tell them all about, like, when the camera not stop, and they need to feel more comfortable. And we worked. I met this guy. I saw him washing dishes in some restaurant,
Hmm.
and in the middle of the night, and I saw his sad eyes, and he was very familiar. Like, his eyes looked exactly the same like the guy from the real story.
Hmm.
And I felt that it'd have to be him, and I talked to him, and I convinced him. He was a bit scared at the beginning. He didn't know what I want from him, but we met the next day. And when I told him the story, he really wanted to do it, not just because of money or anything. He just wanted to do it because he thought it's a good opportunity to be the voice of his community, because he found the script very, very interesting, and the feeling that he have there, he and his community have every day, and he thought it's a good chance for the world to see it. So it's also very um, I'm also very happy to tell him every time that the film was accepted to this festival and this festival, so lots of people can see it and hear their voice.
What's his name, and has he continued acting?
His name is Dawid. Um, he's not acting, but I'm sure that on my next project, if I will try to make him do it again. He really, I can tell you that in 6 or 7 full takes that I had, we had lots of problems. Sometimes the camera stopped, sometimes someone forgot his sentence, sometimes something fell, I don't know. But every take he did like the best job, like he was perfect in every take, which was super surprising, and yeah.
For a non-actor?
Yeah, for a non-actor.
Amazing. I usually ask what was the biggest challenge, but I feel like this entire movie is a challenge.
Yeah.
Did anything stand out as a problem that you had to solve or overcome?
um I'll tell you something. At the beginning, when I got the money from the Film Foundation to make the script, um, I, I tried to make the film with cuts.
Mhm.
I was a bit afraid. Like, lots of people told me, it's the first time that you're getting money after film school. Don't waste it. Don't do something so big. Don't try to go and like to show off. And I let these voices like lead me to do it with cuts with different actors. It was like just at the beginning, and then after one day I saw it, and I sat with my with Shira. She's the editor and the producer, and after one night we edited just a few parts, and I looked at her. I was full of sadness that I lost half of the money and I don't want to use anything.
Mm.
So that's when I decided not to go to the second day, and to make just another day, to be prepared and to make it in one shot. And that's what happened. I needed like to let myself heal from this horrible experience,
Mm.
and to stand on my feet and arrange everything from the beginning in one shot. I think that was super, super challenging, because the failure feeling that you wake up every morning is there, and yeah, I just did it, and I'm so happy that it turned out to be the best choice.
Well, to catch yourself making something that you weren't happy with, and instead of finishing it, to call it off and start over, I think takes incredible. I mean, it's not bravery like running into a burning building, but it's brave creatively. It's a very brave thing to do creatively. Um, wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah,
Uh,
I thought to myself that I prefer like to fail, but not to do this what I started. You know, I do something that I really feel and I have all the passion to do it
yeah,
with, or I'm going to fail with it, but I'll feel complete.
yeah.
So I chose that way, and I feel very. I mean, I'm super happy that it turned out to be, yeah, good film.
For people seeing this, I I want to talk about the ending, but I also don't want to ruin the movie for them. So I just want to really compliment you on the ending, which I thought was incredibly cinematic and incredibly cool and unexpected. So
So
people
thank you. Uh,
Um,
of course, I won't ruin it, but I can tell that the film, everyone give me lots of good compliment about the film, but on the end, it's like 50% love it, 50% hate it, and all the time ask why you did it. You it was so I like that there is like a debate, and like people have like or like it or hate it, but yeah, I felt that's the best way to finish this story and this film.
why did you name it White Eye?
Several reasons, but I guess the main one, the main reason is, okay, it's about this white guy. Okay, he's seeing everything, he's seeing the world from white person eyes.
Yeah.
And everyone around this Eritrean seeing the world from white eyes. Um, that's one reason, and I think that white eye mean blindness for
Mm,
me. It's like, and this is the blindness of people, that in front of them there are other people, and they treat them not as they should.
amazing. Tomer Shushan, it's such an honor to talk with you. Congratulations on the film. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. Big pleasure.